I'm Randy Finch with Ice Sculptures Limited. I originally got involved with ACTIVESITE through one of their first events that they did. We got together and discussed some different options on what their projects were and what we could bring to the site. And initially, we were approached by tons of people. We're one of the only ice sculpting companies in Michigan. We're the only ones in West Michigan. So we get hit by every charity, everybody looking for some sort of donation right and left. And usually I just shut the door on them, but they really piqued my interest when they came in. And we struck up a conversation, and I saw some serious potential in some of the events that they were doing. Also, some of the aspects of kind of revitalizing some of the older buildings in Grand Rapids, which I'm pretty proud that Grand Rapids does that, as opposed to like Detroit, where they build a giant Renaissance center in the middle of millions of empty buildings. Grand Rapids is known for renovating their older buildings, and I think that that's a great tradition. And they seem to be part of that because they're bringing light to some of these older buildings with the older architecture. From our standpoint, we do ice sculptures for everything from concerts backstage for performers, celebrities, weddings, birthdays, right on down to graduation parties. And this gave us a chance to kind of showcase some of the things that we do here in Grand Rapids. A lot of our stuff that we do at Ice Sculptures Limited is shipped across the country or across the state, and we'd like to kind of feature some of this stuff in the Grand Rapids area. So we were able to do some of our ice bars and larger displays. It seemed to be a good fit. We got good reaction at the events and have continued on since then. And when ActiveSite originally approached us for the artspace project for our prize, we really saw that this was a great situation where they were pulling together a big diversity of people to bring in their own talents and highlight different aspects of the inside of a building and make the space itself the art. We were really excited about some of the concepts that we all discussed during several of the first few meetings, and from there we led off to taking the ice sculptures. Instead of some of them being the sculpture itself, it's the internal space. So part of the project we're doing is the letters artspace, but they're, instead of being carved out three-dimensionally, it's the actual negative space that we're showing inside. So we've hollowed out those letters inside of each block, so we're showing the negative space of the letter. We're also doing some ice lanterns that are going to be glowing and lit on top of the bars, as well as video projection that we're going to project moving images of ice sculptures inside the ice. So it's kind of ice in ice, a little bit of a different twist on that. And then finally, we're going to be doing a live performance of ice sculpting demonstration here in the site on Saturday the 26th. We're going to do a 2-hour performance with two of us creating an ice sculpture from scratch. We're going to start with 1,000 pounds of ice, and within 2 hours, we're going to turn 1,000 pounds of ice into an ice sculpture that's going to be on display throughout the evening at the event.